So let's start. As we all are at the platform, the while when we are here to build the dreams. So I welcome to all of you in this journey, and let's start with some positive quotes, with some positive energy, as we always start with some super energy. And this super energy is saying that the secret of success is to do the common things uncommonly well. That means, of course, you are studying, everyone is studying. So to get this success, you have to do this. Study is a common thing, but you have to do the uncommon thing. That means you have to do it more than others, something quite different than others, then only you will get this success, right? If you want to get that college, then for that you have to do the hard work. You don't have any another options. Now let's start. And so let's begin a game. And game is nothing but what we do, as we always, all of you know that we play the games. That means we attend the session, we attend the all assignments and all, and then we get the rewards. So congrats, now you all of you are here. That means you have already earned the 500. Now let's start. Actually, what is our today's topic? We are going to start the profit and loss part number 3, in which we will cover, what will we cover? Let's see the agenda. We will cover the type number 4 today. We will see the questions on the type number 4. Then after that, we will go for the type number 5, basic formula for the type number 5, questions on type number 5, and then type number 6. Then again formula for type number 6, what is exactly that question, and then we will solve the questions on type number 6. That means we will solve 3 types of the questions in today's session. So let's start for the type number 4 first. So type number 4 is saying that when cost price of X article is equals to the selling price of Y article. That means this type of sentence is used in some type of the question, and when this type of the questions, how we have to solve. And as I said, for the profit and loss, if you have to learn really the logical methods, then whatever you know, forget that all, and whatever I will tell you, please concentrate on that. Then definitely you will solve, you can solve all type of the questions by that way, but please try to understand. Okay, so now let's start the type number 4 and try to understand this type. Actually, first the questions. Okay, there is a first question. First we will understand that what exactly question is saying. Okay, now in this type you have to understand the question. If you understand the question, then definitely you will understand the approach towards the question and you can solve easily. Okay, so what are they saying in this question? The question is like, if the cost price of 12 pence is equal to the selling price of 8 pence, then gain percentage is what? That means, are you getting exactly what happened? Suppose there is any shopkeeper and he brought some pens, that means 12 pens, that means suppose a dozen of pens, but 12 pens at certain price, and at the time of selling, he is selling only 8 pens in that price. That means whatever the price of cost price of 12 pens, suppose it was the 120 rupees, 10 rupees per pen. Okay, this is only for the understanding purpose. So suppose if it was a 10 rupees per pen, that means 120 rupees. Now he is selling only 8 pens in 120 rupees. That means he is getting the profit of 4 pens. Then in actual, in the rupees, what exactly profit he is gaining, that is what they are asking you. Okay, so we will directly see how to solve this question directly without using too much methods and without any station of brain or anything. We will directly solve this question. So let's understand how we'll write this equation, the question in the equation. Okay, so let's see. What are they saying? That cost price of 12, that means 12 pens and unki cost price. Suppose one cost price, one pen is a 1 rupees. That means 12 will be 12 rupees. That means cost price of single pen into 12 is equals to the selling price of 8 pens. That means 8 pens into selling price. Have you understood this equation? Because if you have understood this equation, then you know the answer. You can solve within next step the answer. But have you understood this equation? Please tell me. Whatever I have written, have you understood? What they said, cost price of 12 pence is equal to selling price of 8 pence. Whatever they said, I just write down in the equation form. Now let's see. What will I do here? CP by SP. What I am doing? Cost price by selling price. This selling price is coming to the divide. Then is equals to this 8 is the same. Then this 12 will goes to the divide. Is this okay? What I did? CP by SP is equals to 8 by 12. That means this ratio, can I write down this ratio as a 2 by 4 2s are and 4 3s are. That means 2 by 3. Can I write down here CP by SP is equal to 2 by 3? Which means that, what is the meaning of that? If my CP is a 2 rupees, okay, I am writing it here again for understanding purpose only. CP is equal to 2 by 3, which means that if my cost price is a 2 rupees, then my selling price will be 3 rupees. Then tell me that what is the profit here? If cost price is a 2 rupees and selling price is a 3 rupees, then what will be the profit? Profit will be 1 rupees. Getting this point? So profit, and I want a percent profit. What is the formula for percent profit? Profit by CP. Profit is 1 rupees. Divide by CP is 2 rupees into 100, which is equal to 50%. So my answer is a 50%. Getting this one? So answer would be 50%. That is option number C. But some students were saying option number A, some students were saying option number B. But the actual answer is option number C. That is a 50%. Have you understood this? This is the most easiest way you can solve within some seconds. Even for understanding purpose, I have explained in more steps. But you can directly write from this equation, and you can think orally. Profit is a 1, cost price is a 2. That means 1 by 2 into 100 is equal to 50%. You can solve orally. Okay, I am explaining it once again because if you understood this question, then you can solve the next one also. So please try to understand. Okay, what were they saying? 12 CP is equal to 8 SP. In the question, this is whatever I have written. This is exactly whatever they have given in the question. Okay, I am not writing anything from my mind. They said that cost price of 12 pence is equal to selling price of 8 pence. That's why I have written here cost price of 12 pence is equal to selling price of 8 pence. Up to this is okay. Then what I did? CP by SP. CP by SP is equals to this 8 and this 12 will goes to the divide. That means 8 by 12. If you don't want this ratio, then you can solve from this way also. CP is a 8 rupees, SP is a 12 rupees, that means profit is a 4 rupees. 4 by 8 into 100. Answer would be same. Okay, but what I did here to make it easy, more easy, I did this ratio. That ratio is a 2 by 3. That means which indicates that if my cost price is a 2 rupees, then my selling price is 3 rupees. That means मैंने कोई चीज 2 रुपए में बाय की है और आपको 3 रुपए में सेल कर रही हूँ, तो मुझे कितने का प्रॉफिट होगा? 1 rupees का. Are you getting this one? Where did I get this one? This one is nothing but the SP minus CP. Now understood? Profit is what? Profit. CP is a 2 rupees, SP is a 3 rupees, which means, okay, I am writing here after this equation for better understanding. I am writing here CP is equal to 2 rupees, SP is equal to 3 rupees. That means profit will become SP minus CP, which is equal to 3 minus 2, which is equals to 1. So this is my profit. Percent profit is equal to profit divided by CP into 100. Right? So my profit is 1, CP is 2 into 100. That's why 1 by 2 into 100, which is equal to 50%. Now understood? Now I have written in more steps, even single steps. But in the exam, you don't have to write down these all things. You have to think here only. CP is 2, SP is 3, profit is 1 rupees. Now I think you have understood this, right? Easiest way. Yeah, this is the most easiest way actually. Now let's see the next question. Let's solve this question now. This question is for you. Can you try this one? What are they saying? Cost price of 36 books. That means 36 CP is equals to selling price of 30 books. That is 30 SP So now can you write down here CP by SP is equals to 30 by 36. If by chance, by mistake, if anyone write down like SP by CP, which is equal to 36 by 30, then also it won't affect to your answer. Because your SP will remain 36, CP will remain 30. Here also CP is 30, SP is 36. That means it won't affect. Okay. So by mistake, sometimes it may happen that some students will write down like SP minus CP, so it won't matter. Now either you can say the 30 by 36 either stayed as it is, or you can change it to the ratio which is a 5 by 6. Right? 6 5s are and 6 6s are. That means what is the profit here? Profit will be SP minus CP, which is equal to 6 minus 5 means 1 rupees. Then what is the percent profit? Percent profit is a profit by CP into 100. That means 1 rupees divided by CP is a 5 into 100. Means that will becomes 20%. Okay. Or here from this also you can say 5 cup 20%. 5 and 6. That means 1 rupees profit. 1 rupees is what? 5. 5 ka 20% is a 1. But for that you must know the ratio. Okay, don't go for that. This is also the easiest way. That will also save your time. Even for this line you don't have to write down in the exam. This formula you don't have to write down in the exam. Directly from this you will write down 1 by 5 into 100. 5 into 20, that means answer is a 20. Okay, in the exam you will write up only up to this. Whatever after this you will do in the mind, or if you need it, then only you can write down this thing. After this you have to write down directly this thing. All these things inside, in between them, you have to avoid these things. You have to do this thing in the mind. Now let's go for the next type. Can we go? Let's see. Can you solve this one? This is quite different. So now let's see. What are they saying? Cost price of 20 articles, that means 20 into CP, is equals to the selling price of X article. That means X into SP. So can you tell this? CP by SP is equals to X by 20. Up to this is okay. CP by SP is equal to X by 20. Now what are they saying? That if the profit is a 25%, profit is 25% and my selling price is a 20, then what will be the cost price? Do you remember one thing? What we always do? Cost price. जो भी cost price होगी, that profit is only cost price. That means whatever the cost price into profit, that means 125% because it is a profit. That's why I am adding. Divided by 100 is equals to selling price is a 20. Can you write down like this? This is exactly conventional way, okay? I am solving by completely conventional method. So cost price into profit of 125 because 25% profit is equal to selling price. That means what will be the CP here? This 20 into 100 divided by 125. So this you can solve this 25 4s are and 25 5s are and 5 1s are and 5 4s are. That means 4 into 4 is a 16. And if you really know a better way, if you are really good in the maths, you are really good in the calculation, then you must know that if the selling price is at 20 and my profit is at 25%, then, okay, wait, I will explain by that method. But still, I have to explain one more thing. Instead of this, either you can solve by one more. You can solve by yesterday's method. Do you want that method? Exactly, I will explain in short way, okay? I don't know whatever my CP, but suppose, okay, this is a suppose and this is the actual. Okay. Suppose my CP is 100 rupees. I don't know exactly what is the CP, right? I don't have any idea. So I will consider that my CP is 100 rupees. If my CP is 100 rupees, then what will be my selling price because my profit is at 25%. Then what is my selling price? It will be 125. Are you getting this? If my cost price is 100, I am considering this, at that time at 25% profit, my selling price will become 125, and in actual selling price is 20. In actual selling price is 20 and cost price is X. In reality, selling price is 20, cost price is X. So can you do the cross multiplication here? This is again for understanding purpose. This is what we are doing. Same again. At the end, we are getting the same equation. 20 into 100 divided by 125. But only for the understanding purpose, by which method you understood by more better, you can use that one. Now understood what I did? I just suppose that, consider that CP is 100, then my selling price will become 125. If my CP is a X in actual, then what, and SP is a 20, then what will be the value of X? That means CP, which you will get 16 here. Now understood? Now after this, the question number 4. Now this is quite different. Can you try this one? Again, now level is quite increased. This is also most easiest, but you have to form this equation. So let's try this one. Okay, now let's solve together. Okay, I think now it's enough. Now try to understand the question and try to convert this question in the equation by which we are solving. Now let's see. What they are saying, if on selling 12 notebooks, a seller makes a profit equal to the selling price of 4 notebooks. That means whenever he is selling the 12 notebooks, then he get the profit of 4 notebook. Here is a profit, right? In the question, what are they saying that? Profit. What is the formula for profit? Selling price minus cost price. Right? Are you getting this one? That means, can I write down this equation as a 12 SP, because 12 notebook का selling price है ना, minus 12 CP is equals to 4 SP. I will explain this equation now once again. Try to understand exactly what I am saying. Okay. What they said, there is a profit. Profit is nothing but the selling price and cost price. There is a something price of selling price of the 12 notebooks. Suppose 12 notebooks he is selling at the 100 rupees. Okay. Definitely there will be something cost price of the exact that 12 notebooks. And they are saying that there is a profit of 4 selling price notebook. That means if I did this subtraction for the profit, I am writing SP minus CP. That means 12 notebooks की selling price से अगर मैं 12 notebooks की cost price minus कर देती हूँ तो मुझे profit हो जाता है, and that profit is equal to 4 notebooks selling price. Getting this equation? After this you can solve it easily. Okay. Is this okay by actually I understood or only okay? Now no revision. So can you solve this one now? This 4 SP will get subtracted here. 12 SP minus 4 SP, which is equal to 12 CP. That means 8 SP is equal to 12 CP. So can you say CP by SP is equal to 8 by 12? And means again 2 by 3. That means CP is a 2 and SP is a 3. And its profit is 1 rupees. 1 by 2 into 100, which is a 50%. Understood this? For understanding purpose only, I am writing here CP is equal to 2, SP is a 3. So profit will become 3 minus 2, which is a 1. So percent profit is a profit by CP into 100, which means 1 by 2 into 100, which is equal to 50%. Done? Okay, yeah, perfect. Now let's go for the next question. If you really understood, then this is really interesting actually. This is not tricky, this is really interesting. Now let's try this one. What are they saying? That 30 CP and there is a profit, right? They obtain a profit equal to selling price. Profit means what? SP minus CP. That means SP of 33 items, 33 SP minus 33 CP is equals to 11 SP, because what are they saying? That he obtain a profit of selling price of 11 articles. That's why I'm taking a selling price. Sometimes they can say cost price of 11 articles. At that time you have to take your cost price. So you have to read the question carefully, okay? Sometimes they can ask you your CP. When I think in the practice question set, I have taken one question like that. Here it is a CP. So you have to read it clearly. Okay. So now let's see 33 SP. This SP will get here subtracted 33 minus 11. This is a 22 SP is equal to 33 CP. That means CP by SP is equals to 22 by 33. So what will be profit here? Profit is always difference of this, which is equal to 11. So percent profit will become 11 by CP, that is a 22 into 100. That means 1 by 2. So this will become 50%. Okay, or here you can write down 22 by 33 as a 2 by 3. That is also okay. Okay, now let's go for the next question. Let's solve this one. Now let's solve together because many students have already answered. So let's see. What are they saying that on selling of 17 balls? That means 17 SP. On selling of 17 balls at rupees 720, there is a loss equal to the cost price of 5 balls. There is a loss. Loss means what? CP minus SP. Correct? That means 17 CP minus 17 SP is equal to loss of what? Loss of 5 cost price of the 5 balls. That means 5 CP. Have you understood this equation? Because this equation is the most important. What are they saying? There is a loss. That means CP minus SP. CP of 17 balls minus SP of 17 balls is equal to the CP of 5 balls. Because that loss is equal to the cost price of 5 balls. So let's solve this one. What will you this 17 minus 5? That means 12 CP is equal to 17 SP. But they are asking you the price of a single ball, and you know that selling price of 17 ball is equal to what? 720, which they have already given. And here you have to find the 12 CP. So can you find out the single CP? That is a 720 by 12, which is equal to 60, because this is a state exam. So answer will be 60. Understood this? Okay, so let's go for the last question of this type. So try this one at the last. This is again similar type, same copy paste of this question, but you have to find out this equation, okay? Okay, so first form the equation. What are they saying? Cost price of 19 articles is 625. That means they are talking about the 19 articles. By selling this article, a person incurred loss. Loss means what? CP minus SP. Can I say here CP minus SP? So I can directly write down here CP minus SP is equal to whatever. And CP and SP of what? They are talking about the 19 articles. So I will write down here 19 CP minus 19 SP. And loss is what? Loss, he incurred a loss equal to selling price of 6 articles. Selling price, that means SP of 6 articles. That's it. Now let's solve this one. This 19 article is minus this will go to positive there. That means 19 CP is equals to, that is what, 25 SP. Okay, sorry, I think we have done any mistake. Cost price of 90. Yeah, okay. So this will be 25 SP. And we have to find out the selling price, and cost price of 19 article is already given, which is equal to 625, which is equal to 25 SP. So you can say SP is equal to 625 by 25, which is a square. That means, of course, it will become 25. So your answer would become 25 rupees. Number is not working. So answer would be option number C. Understood this? Now let's go for the next type. That type number 5 is of the dishonest shopkeeper. You will see many questions on this type question again. That is a dishonest shopkeeper. Means what? There is a one shopkeeper who is selling his groceries or anything, but he is not the honest person. That means बहुत बार ऐसा होता है ना, हमने देखा है बहुत बार कि he is something doing something what can I say? I don't know exactly what. जोड़ कर देते हैं किसी weight में, can say. That means they are making faulty weights or anything. That means yeah, faulty weight is the mathematical word actually. And in reality, what can we say? There will be some fault in his weight, or he will increase the price or anything. That means that shopkeeper is not the honest and he is the dishonest. And at that time, we have to see that exactly what profit he is gaining by cheating. Okay. So now let's see. Whenever this formula is only for where he is selling on his cost price. That means there is a shopkeeper. He says that whatever the cost price I have got, that is if I have got these things at 100 rupees, I will sell to you at 100 rupees. That means he is promising that whatever my cost price, I will sell this at the same price. I won't make any profit. That means he is promising like that. But at that time, he is what exactly he is doing? He is doing the error in his weight. He is doing using the false weight. False weight. That means he want the profit at some point. He is selling at the same exactly whatever exactly price he is selling on the same price. But at that time he is using the false weight. And for that, what is the formula? When there is a cost price and SP, that means it is the same and he is using only the false weight. That means whatever the cheating is only in the weight, not in the price. At that time, the formula is whatever the percent gain is equals to percent gain, that is whatever is profit, percent profit is equals to error divided by true minus error. True value, we can say true value minus error. True value minus error. Or for this formula, you can write down like false weight, sorry, true weight minus false weight, sorry. Because true weight is always more, right? True weight minus false weight divided by false weight into 100. This formula is same, working the same. You will observe this. This is nothing but the same formula for this. And actually this is more better for me. And this is what you will see in the books. But I use this one because this is more logically we think, if we think, then this will work more better. Okay. So these both formula are the same. Error is what? Error is suppose he is using instead of 1 kg, he is using only 600 gram. That means error is what? 400 gram. That is the error. Divide by true value was 1000 because 1 kg means 1000 gram. Minus error is a 400. That means total is a 600. That means what you are getting 400 by 600. That is what I am saying here. True weight was 1000 minus false weight, which is a 400 divided by 600. Means for this weight, you don't have to calculate anything. You just have to put the value. And for this, you have to calculate the things. This is the difference. I will explain by the question. Don't worry. So let's see the question on this. Yes. So question number 1 is here. So let's see. What are they saying in this question? A shopkeeper professes to sell his goods at cost price. That means what he said, whatever my cost price, I will sell you on the same price. If I have purchased this for 1000 rupees, I will give you at the 1000 rupees. I won't take any profit. But uses a weight of 800 grams. That means instead of a kg, instead of a kilogram, instead of a kg, he is using the weight of only 800 grams. Then does he makes a gain of what? By what percent he is making the gain? Okay, I will explain by the both formulas. These are the formulas. So what are they saying exactly? What is the error? What will be error here? What will be error? Because actual weight is a 1 kg, that is 1000 gram, and he is using the 800 gram. That means error is a 200. So you can say by this formula it becomes 200 divided by true value minus 200. That means 100,000 minus 200. So it will becomes 200 by 800. Okay, I will write down here. 200 by 800 into 100. So this will becomes 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means what? 25%. So your answer would be 25%. Now let's see the next question because this is really easiest one. Okay. Either solve by this or this. I think this will be more better. I will explain from this. Then I will explain by both the method. Okay. So percent profit is equal to true weight. That means true is actual 100 centimeter. But he has given only 90 centimeter. Divide by 90 centimeter into 100. That means this will become 100 minus 90. That means 10 by 90 into 100, which is equal to 1 by 9 ratio. That is 100 by 9. 100 by 9 is what? 100 by 9 is nothing but the 11 1 by 9%. So why some people are saying 10%? Or if you want from this method, then also percent gain is equal to error. Error is what? 10 centimeters error. So 10 divided by true minus error. That means 100 minus 10 into 100. This is again same. So that will be 10 by 90 into 100. Getting the same equation. So it doesn't matter. Understood? Option number D will be the answer. Now let's go for the next question. And in this question, now we will understood why I was explaining this one, that last one method. Now try to understand. Okay, what are they saying? A grocer sells rice at profit of 10% and uses weight which are 20% less than the market rate. The total gain earned by him will be. Up to this, what was he doing? He said that whatever my cost price, I will sell on the same price. But now he is saying that I will sold it at 10% profit. Whatever my cost price, I will sold at the 10% profit. And at the time of selling, he is using 20% less weight. That means he is doing a cheating of 20%. Then what will be his profit percent? Because 10% profit is already his gain. That is okay. But again, he is getting the profit from that 20% also, which where he has cheated. So what will be his total profit? So let's see here. What are they saying? A grocer sells rice at profit of 10%. Now let's consider that the price is 100 rupees. That means 100 gram for 100 gram for 100 rupees. Okay. So if he is selling, that means this 100 rupees is his cost price. That means 100 grams at 100 rupees. That means 1 gram is at 1 rupees. Okay, I am considering this. 1 gram is at 1 rupees, 100 gram is at 100 rupees. Now, if my cost price is 100, what will be his selling price? Because he is selling at 10% profit. That means his selling price will be 110, right? But at the time of selling, what exactly weight he is using? He is cheating 20% weight. That means he is selling only 80 grams. Are you getting this one? He is selling only 80 grams. Then price of that 80 grams will be 80 rupees. That means actual जो CP आएगा उसका, whatever he is selling the actual CP, that will be 80 rupees, and his selling price is 110 rupees. So what will be the profit here? Can you tell me? Cost price is 80, selling price is 110. That means profit will be 110 minus 80. This you will get confused. It is a rupees. So 110 minus 80, that means 30 rupees profit. And I want profit percent, because they are asking you that the total gain earned by him will be dash percent. So profit percent will be profit by CP into 100. And what is my CP? My CP is only 80 because he is selling only 80 grams. He didn't sell 100 grams. If he didn't use the false weight, at that time CP will be 100. But he is using the false weight. That means in reality, he is selling only 80 grams. That means cost price will be only 80 into 100. So this will become 3 by 8 ratio. 3 by 8 is nothing but the 37.5. Or you can solve also, okay? So answer would becomes 37.5. Now understood this logic? Okay, so the last question of the same type, which is again same, you have to see. Let's see what exactly will happen here. If you have understood this, then you can answer this question. At least you can answer the ratio orally. Please tell me the ratio fast. Come on. I am not expecting the answer. At least this ratio, which was 3 by 8. What will be the ratio here by reading the question? Can you tell me? He had cheated on the uses 800 grams. That means he is cheating 200 grams. That means that is a 20%. You can say 200 grams. And again this 30% profit. 30% plus this 20. That means 50%. That means profit is 50. That is 5 on what? 800 grams. That means on 80 only. That means 50 by 80. That means ratio will becomes 5 by 8. Getting this point, you can answer these questions orally in the exams if you understood the concept. Here I will explain 1000 gram because they were talking about the 800 gram. Okay. So 1000 grams cost price will be 1000 rupees. Right. 1 gram is equal to 1 rupees. That means 1000 gram is equal to 1000 rupees. Okay. And he is selling at the profit of 30%. That means what will be its selling price? It will becomes 1300 because 30% profit on 1000, that means 300 profit. Means selling price is 1300. But at the time of selling, he is selling only, he is using only 800 grams weight. That means he is selling only of 800 grams. That means CP, actual CP is only 800 rupees. Because he has sold me only 800 grams. And he took me 1300 from that. Okay. That means what is the profit here? Profit will becomes SP minus CP. So profit is a 500. And if I want a profit percent, because profit is 500, so profit percent will be profit by cost price. And what is the cost price actual? 800, because he is selling only 800 grams in 200. So this double zero is cancelled. 5 by 8 ratio. That means 500 by 8. You can say this 8 6 are 48. And this 2 will remain again 8 2s are and 8 5s are. That means 62.5% will be your answer. That is option number A. Understood to everyone? And practice questions you will get on the app. So can we sum up here? So that's all. Thank you so much. And we'll see in the next station. So that's all. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.